Audience, what? Hello, I'm back. This is video number 2, addressing the controversy. This one I haven't read yet. From what I skimmed past it a little bit, and from what I skimmed, it doesn't seem like it's in favor of Zeke Zoid coming back, which is fine. Don't really care. But we're gonna read this one. Believe it or not, these were both sent by people with the same name, Braden and Braden, but they all hate Braden. Anyways, let's get to the letter, I guess. This one's a lot shorter than the last one. The world is not ready for the return of Zeke Zoid. Fair statement. What began as a chaotic private story has since grown into an urban legend whispered in group chats and feared by Snapchat servers everywhere. So, unironically, there was a point in time where I would see other people shouting me out on their story, talking about my Snapchat story, being like, yo, follow this nigga, he is hilarious. And it was great. One of the people that actually did do that was my late homie Malachi. I still remember him. He was like one of the most active people on Zeke Zoid all the time. Shout out to him, man. He passed away about 2 years ago. But yeah, it was funny. Like my younger sister, it was funny because my younger sister would call me and be like, yo, what are you posting on your Snapchat? I'm like, what? It's like, all of my friends are talking about your stuff. I'm like, I have no idea how they know about that. It was pretty funny. It was a funny thing. It kind of is like an urban legend now among like people who know of me and people that just know me. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't know. It was a fun time when it happened, but yeah, looking back, I'm just like, I wouldn't be doing. I couldn't do any of that right now. That's just who I am at this point. The last time Zeke posted, phones overheated, group chats imploded, and at least 3 people reportedly dropped their sandwiches in shock. Bringing it back now would be like reviving a volcano. Entertaining, yes, but ultimately disastrous. I agree, actually. Zeke Zoid's legacy should remain in the past, where it belongs. Preserved like an ancient artifact. Studied, but never unleashed. It's a mixture of absurd humor, questionable opinions, that's true, and late night oversharing. Could only thrive in the lawless digital Wild West of 2019. Yeah, unironically, that's like, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Some of the stuff I was like doing and saying on that story back in the day, but you all know, the real niggas that were on there know. Oof, brother. In 2025, however, the internet is a different beast. Algorithms are less forgiving, screenshots are forever, and digital footprints lead straight to embarrassment. Zeke Zoid led to 3 villages in Uganda being overrun by Muslim terrorists. What? Okay. It has also resulted in the execution of 14,000 Chinese supporters of the opposing party of the CPP or CCP. Spurred attacks toward those with HIV across Europe and was listed in... Okay. All right. I'm not reading this part. I'm keeping that part out. Zeke Zoid has evolved, and so should his content. The world doesn't need another wave of chaos. It needs peace, stability, and maybe a few wholesome memes instead. So for the safety of our timelines, the integrity of our sanity, and the preservation of human dignity, let us collectively agree, do not bring back Zeke Zoid. Some stories are best left archived and not revived. Oh... So look, some of that I was not reading because this is one of my homies that's just a freaking conspiracy guy, and I know he added that last part to be funny. But look, at the end of the day, I do oh my gosh, I do still have some skits left in me, but it's like understanding that balance between being a good ambassador to Christ, right? While also still having my funny side is one of those things that I've been working out for the past like I guess like 3 years. I guess 4 to 3 years, right? And you know, some things are better left unsaid. I think that everybody who knows me understands that I've changed a good bit in the last like 5 or 6 years than who I was when, you know, Zeke Zoid was there. And, you know, maybe every now and again I'll drop something because it does happen. I'll drop like a skit or something like that every now and again. And people are like, oh, this is funny. But I'm no longer a slave to being that funny nigga that everybody knows, you know? Like, I still consider myself pretty funny, but I think that at a point in time I was and I'm getting more serious now because I'm thinking about it. But I think at a point in time, I was more like behest to everyone around me that thought I was funny. Because for a long time when I was younger, I didn't have any friends. All right. The first time I had like a legit friend group was like end of high school and like beginning of college. So like for a long time before like I filled in this like God sized hole in my heart, I was filling it in with like the adulation and the, passing the back I get from people around me. And I know a lot of people that are gonna watch this aren't gonna understand. That's okay. I'm not gonna expect you to. But yeah, this is just me addressing everything and the controversy. Yeah, I appreciate you guys that enjoyed it when it was a thing. That's cool. I always have love for those people, but yeah, I don't I don't think it's coming back. It's very unlikely.